Hi there, my name is Daniel Baker. I'm a National Development Officer with Bowls Scotland. What I'm going to do today in this wee video is just show you a platform that can be used for video conferencing or audio conferencing, which is conference calling. This will be handy for clubs during this challenging time to try and keep in touch, especially committees, to be able to have meetings just to discuss anything that's needing talked through, as obviously we can't have our club committee meetings face to face. This platform I'm going to show you today is called Zoom, and it's quite a simple to use platform. It's really easy to follow, and you can sign up and create an account for free. Once you create your account for free, that gives you access to create unlimited amount of meetings, and it gives you up to 40 minutes as well per each meeting. So I can show you here. This is obviously what their pricing structure is. So if you had to get, there's obviously tiered packages as a cost depending on how you need it, but the one we're going to show you today is around the free one. So it gives you 40 minutes as a limit for group meetings, but it lets you have an unlimited amount of meetings, and it has functionality for video conferencing, web conferencing, and a lot of other different features that you could explore in your own time. So the first thing you have to do is you click this button at the top that's sign up for free, and it'll take you to sign up page. So what you do is you just put in your email address. So make sure you've got your emails open as well, because once you put your email address and created a password, they'll then send you a wee link, a wee verification email. So just to click that, just to confirm you are who you say you are for your signing up. And once you've done that, and you go into Zoom and log in, this is the page that you would come to, and it'll look like this. You've got a My Account here in the top right. If you click on that, it will take you to your profile. Now you've obviously got the option, if you want, you can put your name in, you can edit and put a photo in as well, so that people can see who it is that's setting the meetings and that up. That's not essential, just having your name there can work as well. And it will show you all the other things, your email address, capacity of the meetings, very rare you're going to go over that amount, and your password and everything at the bottom. So to create a meeting on Zoom, it's really straightforward. You have these tabs on the left-hand side. These are all your different tabs to be able to link into different things: meetings, webinars, recordings, and your settings. So the first thing you want to do is click in your meetings tab, and it will come up like this. And simple thing to do is just click the button that says schedule a new meeting. If you're on your profile and you weren't sure where to go as well, or on the home page, this schedule a meeting button at the top will always be here as well. And what that'll do is that'll just link you straight in as the same as what this button is in order to schedule a meeting. When you click the schedule a meeting button, this is everything that comes up. These are all the things that you do in order to get the meeting set up. So the club topic for the meeting, you would just input something along the lines of, it could just be, I don't know, club committee meeting. You can add a description in of what that is. So if that was, say, going to be the April meeting. But that's entirely optional if you want to put anything in there. It's really simple to use. You can click the calendar here, and that'll bring up the date. You can then just click the date for when you're going to have your meeting, and then you just select the time here as well. So you can pick any time there that you're wanting to do, and then obviously whether you're having that AM or PM, most likely going to be PM some point in the afternoon or evening. The duration here is an hour, and you just always select it as an hour. Even if you're trying to it'll let you click to say that you can click 3, 4, 5 hours. However, the problem is, as you've only got a basic account, it would never let you have a meeting this long. It would always stop your meeting after 40 minutes. So I would always just leave that as an hour there. Time zone will always be London, and option to put in a recurring meeting. So this could be something as if you wanted to put it in as a catch up every week. If this was something between a secretary and a treasurer, or there was 4 or 5 people in, if it was too hard to just use a phone to use it, then this would be a good way to do that. but it'd be very rare you'd use that function. The meeting ID would just generate automatically, and that's quite easy to do. Just leave that box unticked, and then the next box would just be as if the meeting required a password. So if you wanted anybody joining your meeting to have to put a password in order to come in order to make it more secure, then you can do that, and you can just put in a password there. So if I put in a wee 6-digit password there, what I would advise is not to use a password to start with, simply because it's going to be maybe using this for the first time for a lot of people. So a password maybe would not be the best thing to have, but just so that you know the function is there should you want to use it. The next part talks through the video. So this is around your video for the host. So that's the person that's set up the Zoom account and is going to set up the meeting. You can choose to have the video off or have the video on so that person can choose whether they want to show their face to everybody in the meeting or not show their face to everybody. And you can do the same for your participants, as you can choose whether or not you want the people that are coming into the meeting to have video or not. Video can sometimes be hard. It can sometimes take a bit of time to get everybody's video set up and working. So maybe for the first time trying to do it is leave these ticked off. Then that means it's important to make sure that you can just get everybody in and you can hear everybody fine. If it works well, then you can go on next time and try and see if you can get everybody on via video. And this will work via your phones as well. This next bit is just looking at the countries in which to sign in from. So that's just making sure the audio there, sorry about that, I was just making sure the audio there works for both for telephone and to computer audio. So that just lets the people who have put the link in on their phone is that it will still allow them to then connect through via their phone, or if they've got a computer or a laptop, then they're able to connect through from that. So I would always just leave that at both, and that gives the options for everybody. These are the meeting options. So these are just some things you can set up for the meeting. Enable join before host just means that if the host is running late, the person that set the meeting up is running a wee bit late, then everybody else can still join the meeting and can start and have a chat beforehand before they then come in. If you wanted to wait till that person set it up first and then everybody called in or joined in via the internet after that, then you would just leave that box unticked. Muting participants upon entry, that's just if you want everybody to be quiet coming in, but I would always keep the volume on it to start with, because that will just let then everybody be able to say that they're in and say that they've managed to get logged in fine. These two you'll probably not use and probably wouldn't use. These are just some extra functions around having a waiting room until the host is in and around recording the meeting so that it's then saved. But there's never normally a need to do that. So you very rarely would use these functions. And once you've done that, you would just then click save. And that would then set your meeting up for you. Oh, don't know why that's come up. Right. So there you go. So that shows that there. And then there's no there. The URL here that's generated is the one that you would share with everybody. So this is the one that then people would have to put in. And the best way to send this round is if you've got a committee WhatsApp chat or a messenger chat, or even if you have all the committee on an email address, is that you can then just give them this and the link, and that will allow them to get in. If you click this copy the invitation button, that will generate this, and that generates the meeting ID and asks people to join via Zoom there. Quite an easy function to use, and it works really well. You click the copy meeting function, that'll automatically copy to your clipboard. You can then just paste it into an email and then send it round to the committee, and that way everybody will be able to join. When it comes to having to start the meeting, when you go to your meetings tab on the left-hand side, you would show that that is coming up today, and that's coming up at 3 o'clock, and you would just click start on that. Once you click start on that, it'll come up to this screen. Now, I've already got the application downloaded. So what this is just a wee application that downloads onto your desktop. If it's on your phone or it's on your tab, what it'll do is it'll just download it. It'll just be an app that it would download onto it. You can just enter the meeting ID that's in the invitation. You don't have to create an account with Zoom, a basic account. If you want to create an account, then anybody joining can, but there's not a requirement to. And if you have any problems, it will always show you the pages with the links at the bottom to download and run it. So if I click open Zoom, what it will do is it brings up this wee application here, and it shows that this is coming up, and and then you would just go in and you would just click start. I obviously can't do that just now because I'm showing you how this works in a video. So, but that would normally be what it would do. That would start the meeting, and then that would then let you add people into the meeting as you go. I hope that you found this helpful, and if you have any questions or you would like me to have a chat with you around using this platform, Zoom, then you can just drop me an email, danielbaker@bowlscotland.com. And I hope that you find, as again, I hope that you found this useful and is something that your committee and your club maybe considers using during this challenging time. Stay safe. Thank you very much. Bye.